stupid, man. There's people in this world, that's why the world is like it is. Because they can't forgive and forget what happened in their lives. That's why the world is a fuck up. Straight talking, breaking no friendship. That's why the world is fucked up.
But to forget what's happened will be completely irresponsible, because then you can't learn from what went wrong. And that is why... Hear me out, Irene. Hear me out, Irene.
Yeah. I tell you, I told you now what I think about the life. Yeah. I told you everything I know, everything that I know, everything I want to say to you. Yeah. And that's that.
We're not going to agree on it.
We will never agree. Never. Let me tell you one thing, my friend. We will never agree.
The sentiment that white people in South Africa feel sidelined often stems from perceptions of social and economic changes after the end of apartheid in 1994. During apartheid, white South Africans enjoyed systemic advantages, including preferential access to jobs, education, and political power, while black South Africans faced disenfranchisement and a lack of basic human rights. Many white South Africans benefited from apartheid-era policies that ensured a high standard of living and job security for them, even though it came at the cost of marginalizing the black majority.
I think that's bullshit. 20 years ago, I still had fuck all. So now I've got nothing. Now they think it's balanced out. What happened years ago with the black people and the white people was nothing to do with me. I wasn't there. I didn't fight the battles with the white people and the black people.
So you're saying your generation have done nothing to deserve this? Is that how you feel?
Yeah, that's how I feel. Most white people learned black people the things they know today, especially in my company as well. And at the end, they walk out, get a better job with my knowledge, and we sit in the shithole where we are today.
Post-apartheid policies like Black Economic Empowerment, BEE, and affirmative action were introduced to redress historical inequalities, giving black South Africans greater access to jobs, education, and opportunities that had been previously denied. Some white South Africans feel these policies have disadvantaged them, leading to a perception of being sidelined or discriminated against in the new democratic South Africa. Some may argue that under apartheid, although black South Africans were oppressed and lacked political rights, they still had access to certain jobs, albeit under deeply exploitative conditions. This argument downplays the systemic violence, exclusion, and dehumanization that black people experienced under apartheid.
The time when it was like the Boere, when they call themselves Boere, had the country in their hands. There was more food in our country, more job opportunities.
That was also the apartheid though, right? When the Boer was in charge.
Yeah, but so they still the black people had jobs, and they were still...
But had no rights though.
Yeah, they didn't have rights. But even though white people, what rights do we have?
No, but then at that time, it wasn't anything like now.
Yeah, it wasn't. I can't say because I wasn't there. It's a black government, it's a black country. They don't want white people here. That's what I think.
The idea that black people won't forgive and forget is often used to express frustration over lingering racial tensions. However, this overlooks the deep scars apartheid left on South African society and the ongoing struggle for true equality and reconciliation. This perspective also highlights a failure to fully acknowledge the structural and systemic injustices of apartheid, where racial inequality was entrenched in every aspect of life. Today, many South Africans, particularly black South Africans, still face the lasting effects of apartheid, such as economic inequality, limited access to resources, and ongoing discrimination despite political freedom.
Please like and subscribe.